A long time ago, in a small village called Sukpur, there lived a farmer named Ramlal. He was honest and hardworking, but luck was never on his side. One year, there was a terrible drought in the village. His crops dried up, and he had no food left at home. Saddened, Ramlal prayed to God. "Oh Lord, I always do the right thing. Then why do bad things keep happening to me?" That same day, a wise saint came to the village. Ramlal told him his problem. The saint smiled and said, "Don't worry. Whatever happens, happens for the best." Hearing this, Ramlal became angry. He said, "How can you say that? I have lost everything." The saint replied, "Let me tell you a story. Listen carefully. Once, there was a king who loved hunting. One day, while hunting, he accidentally cut his finger. The king screamed in pain. His minister, who was always with him, said, "Your Majesty, whatever happens, happens for the best." The king became very angry and ordered his soldiers to put the minister in jail. The minister smiled and said, "Whatever happens, happens for the best." A few days later, the king went hunting again. This time, he lost his way and was caught by some tribal people. They wanted to sacrifice him to their gods. But before the sacrifice, they saw that one of his fingers was missing. Their tradition was that they could not offer a person with a missing body part. So they let the king go. The king returned to his palace and remembered the minister's words. He immediately went to the prison and freed him. The king apologized and asked, "You were right. But tell me, how was your time in prison good for you?" The minister laughed and said, "Your Majesty, if I had not been in prison, I would have gone hunting with you. The tribals would have released you, but taken me instead." The king was shocked and hugged the minister. Ramlal listened to the story, but still didn't understand how his suffering was good for him. Just then, some villagers came running and said, "Ramlal, your son, who left the village to work, has now become a very rich businessman. He is coming to take you with him." Tears filled Ramlal's eyes. Now he understood the saint's words, but the saint smiled and said, "Wait, listen to the full story." The villagers continued. "Your crops were destroyed in the flood, but because of that, your son went to the city to find work. He worked hard and became successful. Now, he will give you a comfortable life. If he had stayed in the village, this would not have been possible." Ramlal folded his hands in front of the saint and said, "Now I understand. Whatever happens, happens for the best." So, friends, this story teaches us that we should not be sad during bad times. Sometimes, things that seem bad turn out to be the biggest blessings in the future. We just need to have patience and faith. If you liked this story, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.